Hi, welcome back to Aethus. So, before last time we were taking care of some of the things that we needed, so now we need to go down and farm a bunch of the items to be able to continue. So, we are gonna directly just run down and start farming ASAP. I will empty out some of the materials that I have on me right now to be able to get some of the things that we have on us we needed for other places. So let's see if we can also pop in like the server motor and let's see if that works. If that doesn't work, maybe we should we could make an information to the developer to see if they can fix that. So we don't. Let's keep those on us. I think we need them, but let's keep them on us. Right now we don't need the herbicide. Let's keep those on us as well. We take one of those, because I will see if we can run all the way to a certain point to get that one done. To get some more mining automation for us. That means we should go. Yeah, we should go out this way. I just had to think a little bit about which one is the fastest way to get there. So we'll start with going down to facility Theta and see if that server motor, if that one is fixed. So we can pop in the server motor and get that one operational. So let's run. Oh, I see I forgot to bring any food whatsoever with me. That's bad. Remind me of that later on. So let's see. Pop that in. No. For some reason it doesn't work, and I've been trying to tossing the herbicide on it and so on in the other save, and I couldn't figure out how to get that one open. If someone knows how to do it, please leave a comment below and tell me. I haven't found it. I've searched for it as well on internet. I didn't find something that tells me how that works. But I will, however, run in to get some more air, and then we need to run out. Run, babe. Getting stuck on small things all the time. Let's run this way to see what's around here. It's a building. Yeah. Once again, I will leave this up some seconds for you to just pause the video and read through. I have read through all of these, and here we have Jenkins Zombie. We have some water there, that's nice. We have some empty injectors. We also have sneaky hidden one. Nice servo motors. That's gonna be good to have that backpack. So this is where you fall down to if you don't look up on the bridge. Sorry, no, it's over here. This is another place that you can get to, but now you can get up there because you need a jumping boost that you get later, so you can jump up here and get there. Also now we are farming to get cash, so that's why we're just going for specific items. Let's go in and take that.
Maeve, your air supply is running out.
Get some air. How's it looking? 100 and all. So that's fine. Kinda need some food though, so that was bad that I missed that. So let's get out here again. Oh, box in the water. Okay. I'll take that. Remember to look inside some of these trees. They're really hiding some goodies sometimes. That one you want? Start and get full.
Need some fresh air, Sin.
So let's run in here, get some more air. And then I think we maybe can take one or two more rocks. There we go. Take these to get the blade stone gems. You know that's at least 1,000 each, but we kind of don't need them in the long run, those blade stones. Those stones, because they give you only the rock mostly, and you kind of don't need that at all. You need the other stuff more. These ones, they're going to only give you deep stone and the blade stone. The blade stone is really nice, but the stone itself just to sell basically. And now we can't get more just because of that, so let's drink that one, see if we get more. No. We could drink that one. It's at least something. Let's see if we get it now then. No. Okay, so we need to know that that's there. Run, run. So let's just get up there, empty out, and then get back down here to farm a little bit more because there are nice nodes down here.
Running low on air.
And the reason I haven't used these fishing lures yet is because we right now don't need them for anything. I'm waiting for a quest to pop before we need them, so basically we could actually just drop them there. We don't need them right now. Let's see, so let's empty out the inventory overall in here. Let's keep that though. We might need it. We might need drinks. Do we have anything else that we might need? No. Oh, yeah, let's keep that on us if we need it. Panic mode can be nice. Maybe we need that for running back and forth to that mining node that we are going for as well. So let's run, run, run. Over that. Go, so let's only take this one as well, because that's higher chance to get Playz stone and then the deep stone.
Running low on air.
Yeah. So let's go to this one. We are emptying it again to have maximum storage, and then we just go down to see if we can get that operational, the mining down there, because that's going to be also nice to have while we are doing the others, have it automatically just going for us. We kind of need food. Let's empty out. It's a bunch, like that 16,000 there, that's 2.5k roughly, that's another 2.7 maybe even. So that's some nice cash just there. Nice. So now we're gonna run, get down to that mining site, and it's gonna be a long run because of how it's made. So we need to go down here, we need to go down. We need to go in here. I'm not gonna stop at all for mining just because of I don't recall how much air we need to do this. I have never done this run this early. I did this run when I had the jumping ability later on in the game. you basically get an upgrade for Roland that will help you jump further. Stuck. Oh. No, she didn't get hurt. Good. So, still gonna be going. So it is possible, yeah. We are soon there, and we are half on the oxygen. Nice. And there are a bunch of nodes down here, so what we can do is just getting this operational. So we do have batteries, yes, good, did remember that. So let's pop that in so we have oxygen down here. Oh, turn that on. Nice. And here we had this box that was 9970, I think it was, right? Yeah. And we get that Tangerite focused LEDs. And this is what we need for this one. So we can pop that, both of them in, and now we will get this automatically to our base up there. Which is a nice thing to have auto. So let's see, so we don't miss any nice loot here. Go around and farm a little bit around here, because they have nice nodes around this area. It's just that you kind of need to get around here. So where you are on the map is up here, straight above us where we are. We can't look up that much. Is Epsilon backside, so the back entrance to Epsilon station. And over here is the station facility Moo. So we are kind of in between here. And the reason that I didn't go before is we can actually look now if we can get up there or not. Don't think we can. Because we need to get up this way here. And mine more all the stuff, thank you. What we need is get up here, but there is no way for us to jump up here, I don't think. So we can't get back up if we had jumped down there before. If there isn't,
Maeve, watch your oxygen.
maybe there's around there, around the waterfall. We can check that. Let's go get some more air and then we go double check. We'll just go under here, see so we didn't miss. Yeah. Like some of these rocks goes through it when it spawns, which means you kind of need this one. So let's run, get some air. And we also need to go back up to get that food again. We are running low on stamina, so can drink one of these as well, but it's 1.5 minutes still on that, so I don't want to waste it. So let's keep that a little bit more. There we go. Let's see. Let's get up here. See if we can get around this area. That would be fun, because then you can go really early down to that place. Let's get that goal. So you get around here. Oh, yeah, you can. So when you're jumping over here, you go around this way, around this area. Then you can basically go there and get that machine operational directly when you find that log that we found over here at the other drilling machine. So you don't need to have more upgrades than we had back then. So over here at this machine over there is a log where you find the code for that. So basically you go in there, you jump down and then go around the ledge around under that little waterfall, and then you're there. So you can just get that one operational very early in this place. That's cool. So let's see. We're not that full. Let's see how much we can pick up. Oh, I didn't want to pick up all those. Thank you. Empty. Take those. Want Jenkins. Nice. And then we will just fill up with as much of stone we can. So now we need to just get up to the start and build. Just because we are running low on the food, we have to go up early. I didn't plan for that. That was bad of me. So let's go in here. Let's pop in as much stone we can and take out as much we can. That was not bad much at all. Let's pop up here. Let's go here and then we empty the stone.
This call will be recorded.
Hey, Maeve, how's it going? I've got a bit of a personal request for you this time, if you're up for some extra credits.
Sure. What do you need, Trudy?
I noticed some of the electronics you've been putting into the market, and my boyfriend has been talking lately about needing some extra microcircuits for some sort of VR game he's been making.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't play games personally. I think they're a wildly overrated pastime. Some people even claim they can be art.
Well, I mean...
I knew you'd agree, Maeve. I always thought you had good taste, just like me. Anyway, he needs those doohickeys, and I bet you could whip them up. So, let's hold our noses and get those microcircuits, eh? I'll send over some credits when you're done. Toodles!
Yeah, some people even say that the games can be art. I would go on a limb here and just say this game is a piece of art. They are making jokes about these kind of things. It's so fun to hear these kind of conversations, because actually some of them I've had myself in the real world with people that don't understand what gaming is about for other people. They just think it's a bad pastime for everybody. I find it so funny that he has made that conversation in this game, because I think many gamers has had that conversation with maybe their parents or someone else that doesn't understand what games are about. My view on games is the same. Like, we have people sitting down and just watching a bunch of movies or binging a bunch of films during the pastime, and no one is telling them that they are doing something wrong with their life. But apparently games are bad. I would say that games are like someone are reading a book. It's just another way to get a story told for you, just in a slightly nicer format sometimes. And yeah, I kind of feel ashamed about the people that just don't understand how nice some games can be. I can get the biggest story out of most of these games that's out right now, just from a nice point of view, or like this game. It's a really nice storytelling game. Quite fun. So it's kind of making me sad when people just saying that it's a useless time consuming thing. Sure, it can. Some people are taken over by it, and it's going a little bit over their heads. So let's see. Here we have some that are not filtered. So let's go into the one that is green and let's pop one in there, filter it, and then we pop that one in there, filter that. We'll pop that one in, filter. And also this one. So let's take the deep rock. Oh, we already filtered that one. Nice. Do we have any blue ones? No. Yes, should be this ones. So let's filter that into those. Later on you can set up so they filter more if you want to, but right now it's not. Let's fill these up. Get that pumping. So let's go out and really empty this. There. We have 70 there. Get some gold, nice. Let's pop that in there on the oxide that we have. Always nice to have everything of that just running machines. There we go. Let's just fast empty again. Oh. So what I do then when I'm full of that item, so they're made in this one, I usually place it back here then. Because this is infinite inventory, so let's just keep it there. We also have some other materials here, so let's empty these. And right now we need all of these. Let's place 2 in that one. Just because I know we're gonna need them later on. Let's see if we can not sell them then. Now we need the money as well, so let's go here, go there, and then mark it. And we need 3 of those circuits. So 15 of these. Let's go for not selling the gems. That's all. Let's sell those. 5 ember blade. Well, let's also see if we have something else lower down that we don't need. No. Like we have that. There we go. That's 35k now. Let's go to upgrade. See if we can upgrade our destructivity as to just blasting through the items. I think that is actually what we're going for. Because right now that is something that is slowing us down to blast through faster. Let's get that. Biggie boom. Let's go to the storage here and get 1, 2, 3. There and Nice. And let's see now. We need to eat. We should eat some bread. That was all the bread that we had. Oh, we had some more. Nice. Okay. Can't make any more, so we should go down and try to farm some of those as well. So they're not that filling, the bread, but it's just nice to have because they don't weigh that much. So I will keep them on us and not use them right now. So let's see here as well. Let's pop in those and deliver.
This call will be recorded.
Hey Maeve, microcircuits received. Kevin will be so pleased. Best girlfriend ever.
Great. I'm glad. Happy to help.
Maybe he'll finally get me that ruthenium bracelet I've been asking for now.
Still on the line, Trudy.
Oh, whoops. Thanks again, Maeve. Catch you soon. Oh, and here's a little treat for you. A new blueprint. Keep up the good work.
Nice. So a suit charger.
Ruthenium bracelet. Fancy. Our girl Trudy has some expensive tastes.
The value of one ruthenium bracelet would probably feed the family of one of my mining team for 6 months. And she casually drops it in there, accidentally. Ugh.
So, let's make that one so we can make one of the stations that we need. I don't think we need these right now for not at the moment, so let's take that. Let's see, I think we could make one of those now. Yeah, so let's start with the bio station here, because that's the most urgent one that we need to make. And also we need to make a power. So, oh, didn't want to use that, but let's make that to have one at least then. And sometimes you can build these on top, but not this time. So, where shall we place this? Oh, now we have 3 power after that. So I will just upgrade that one down to vertical later on. So let's also change that. So let's see, what can we make? So you can make so this is what we needed a good glow bulb for. And we also need the high mycelia that we have been farming a bunch of as well. We need these mining explosives, so we're gonna need a bunch of these, so let's make 5 of them that we can make, and we're making 2 per made. So that's gonna be nice to have. And now we can also start making our injectors ourselves. So we need these, which means we need, first of all, we need grow beds. Sorry, my brain just did not want to work there. We also need a bunch of more biomass, so that's something that we need.
You're practically a bioterrorist now.
Got there in the end. Shame there was no defoliant creation for beginners course available back at the Ark Academy.
Yeah, they seemed more interested in teaching children profit maximization.
I think you mean profit maximization of children.
Sadly true. Let's go take that anger out on some innocent plants.
Yeah. So what you need to do is you make these cleansed mycelia, by using the mushrooms that you found on there and the hive mycelium that you find all over the place. You can, it's only those that you can plant, and that will grow into inert mycelia, which is these ones. But you also need to have these, so you can either plant these as well to make, I can't remember what they go into. I think they makes these ones the biomass if you plant those instead. So you kind of need these more for making these antigens that we need to be able to go into the place where we were to unlock that base. So we kind of need to make a the greenhouse right now to start farming that one. So let's do that. So build mode, and we are going to make a little change here. So we're gonna make that, paste that over there. So we will, well, right now we are just gonna make it this way, just because then we don't need to farm that much platforms. We have, so we can make it as well, but we are going to make a 3-way. So how did you change snapping now? Snap point V. Another V, so that one is what we need. There we go. Wish you could say a standard. This is kind of a standard theme building. So we're going to make structure, door, and I think we're gonna need to make a door there to be able to place this. Yes. So we need to take care of 2 places to be able to place it. So let's move that so we can get in and out, and then change the theme of that as well. I wish there was, as I said, a way to just say that everything that I build will be in this theme from now on, instead of having to build it and then change the theme afterwards. But yeah, so we kind of need to have, we need to take that one apart. That's a green one, and this one we can just take apart. That's another green one if we need to. So we need a purple one, green one, maybe a blue one. So let's see. So green, purple, maybe a blue, and maybe another purple. So let's see what we have here. Should be in here. So we need a green, blue, and let's make it 2 purple. No. Let's not use 2 purples there. Just use what we need. So we want a green, we want a blue, and we want a purple. So let's go for the green. That's gonna be there. Pop it. Of materials there. It's just gonna be the building blocks, sadly, and this is needing a blue one, so let's pop that. I think we need to take that apart as well, even more, and big bada boom here. Big. Nice. Biomass as well while we're here. So let's see, I don't think we need more than that to make it. It just makes it easier to place here. So we need a structure and we need that one. Something is in the way. No, it's not. There we go. And change the theme to that one. This is the grow bed area where we, just because we're making this, is have a chance to generate extra products when you are having a grow bed. We don't have the grow beds unlocked. No, so let's run into the base and get that done. We will also build a platform on the opposite side of the grow bed to be able to run in and out there. So I think we should have don't have exactly the money. Let's see, do we have anything that we just fast can sell? Maybe sell that one. Sell 3 of those. Is that enough? Nice. So let's make that, and one of those is going to need power as well, so we need facilities, I think they're under. Oh, production. So we can make 5 of them, and one of them is going to need 2 power. We only have 3 total. So we are going to see if we can make some other power. Oh, that would be nice. Let's see if we can fix that solar panel. That would be really nice to have. We only need 1 of these. Yeah. Let's make that. Build mode, power, solar. Nice. So let's pop that over here. There we go. I want that in the theme. There we go. And go in here, and we are going to make production 4. So let's just make the 4 that we need. So for some reason I can't build it closer. Well, let's make that in all of them then. So, how are these working? Yes, we are building like this. You open them up and then you get what you want to basically plant in them. So now it's going to be easier for us to just plant what we need, everything here. So we're going to need these. So I will plant, so you have 2 slots in this one. I will plant 1 of those. Then we'll see what that one becomes. Okay, that becomes those 2. So that makes so we can have these, and then we can make those into these with the mushrooms. So I will also plant 1 of those mushrooms, and we will plant that mushroom there. But now we will also plant these 2. And we will also let's plant that as well. But I think we're gonna continue going for soups, because it's just, it seemed to be better than the overall of the materials that you get, or the food back from the bread. It just gives you too little from the bread per food made. So I don't think we're gonna continue with those. So let's see, let's make that into place them on the number 6 there, and yeah. Let's place that on number 0 for now. So we will use those that we have. Those in there. We'll go in here now, and then we go back and sleep. Then we will take care for another run. So we will go in here. We will place our Jenkins that we found. There we go. And sleepy time. Sleep till morning. Now we will empty the buckets that we have, the drone cargo, and then put them into the machineries to have them running. And so let's empty these. Nice amount of just resources while we have been doing other things. There we go. And we got one blade as well, that's 1,000. There we go. Should be all done. Let's leave that there. Let's pop that in. Those in. So now we have food. So let's see, what did we need? Did we need more in down there? We have batteries, so we don't need that. Did we need another servo? We needed one, right? No. We placed one in Moo. We needed battery for Moo, right? Just. Was the only thing we needed. We do have the herbicides. We do need how many of those that we have? One. So let's make a full row of those. Gonna make here. So 4, 4. And fill out with that next first. So we kind of need these now as well to make the bombs. But for now that's not needed. We need to check, can we make an... Can't make these yet, depending on if they are ready over here. This way. So they take time. They are almost done. These are done at least. So let's get those. So how you harvest is you harvest them, and then you get it up here, and then you can just plant something else if you need to. I will just take time and harvest those. Check out that. Nothing ready there, nothing ready there. So let's keep those going. Toss in that to get some more building blocks from that. And then go in here to empty out the other things there. Let's see if we can make something now already. maybe another. Can make more of that to get some more items. We need those mushrooms though. So we kind of need to make this. So this is kind of what we need right now. So what we're gonna do right now is just go down. So we can empty ourselves in the base down there. Let's bring that water to have some water with us. Let's just actually pop in and get some soup in us. So what was this one? 35. Yeah, let's keep that one. We have 3 water on us. What did we need to make that water pump? Yeah, so that one would be a nice one. Oh, we did get that blueprint. Nice. So that one is something that we need to upgrade to as well. Let's run. I think we have everything that we need now. I might have missed something. Hopefully not. That, so we have more water on us. Those are empty. Nice. Down to Epsilon go. So we're going to Theta. That means those all go out through the front. Now we're gonna go for a bunch of mushrooms, a bunch of all the materials that we can find around there, and just get everything made. There we have one. Start with that one. Care about these none now, only caring about the ones that we actually need. We need blue and we need the mushroom mycelia things from these, like these green ones. That is something that we needed. Oh, is that something? Can go for these, doesn't give it, but we need the biomass. Take some trees as well. So this side is a rather bad side to be, just because that the door is not working. It's kind of bad to be on that side because
Maeve,
can't run
watch your
here.
oxygen levels.
As I said, I don't know how you do to open that door. There's something that you need to do to open it. I just don't know how. But that's not the mushrooms that we need. So these are not the ones that we need. We need some other mushrooms. I can't remember where you found on them. No. It's not these that you need. It's some other. It's this. Might be the blue ones that you need. Because these one are the red caps, the mold mushrooms. You don't get them from these, but you do get the mycelia that we need. We also get that biomass. there are usually, sometimes when you are doing that, there are some items that is just staying behind. So there is basically nothing here that I can see that actually needs to be shot or dissolved to open this. And you don't get an indicator that you can use one of these on them. So it's kind of weird where you should toss one of those solvable grenades, because it doesn't open that door. But yeah, let's continue checking around. I think it's the blue mushrooms that we need, and they are up on the other areas. But I do know that we need these. Also.
Maeve, watch your oxygen levels.
So it makes it a little bit weird that you have to jump in there that way to get back to this. So this is one of the hardest places to farm in, just because of that, because you don't have the oxygen. You do have that over there in that little building that you see there. You can go around that area if you want to farm the trees at least. But to get this green mycelia is just around this building here that we are running around right now. So you kind of are stuck with that to just do it around here. But we do have 2 more of those blue ones that we need. Let's see if we can find at least 1 more. So over here you have a bunch of trees at least to farm, but you don't get these green nodes that you kind of need to get these queen mycelia. Well, you can farm other things to get some gold and cash at least, that's nice. Let's just pop in here to get some air back.
Soon.
Yeah, I hear you, Maeve. I hear you. These also get mycelia, but they are a little bit harder to break because you need to take out all the supports. There we go. Yeah, there's not that many of them more around here, so let's go back up and start farming for other resources then. We will see. I think the blue mushrooms upstairs are the mushrooms that we need as well to make more of them, to be able to start farming them upstairs. So let's see if it's those. I think it is. Because we haven't found a single one of them down there. So I think it's the ones up here instead. Around the water areas. Over here should be some. Go. Here we have one. These. Yes, that's the ones. These are the ones that we need. Blue ones.
Running low on air.
Let's go back, get some air, and go back this way to farm for the money. So let's empty out just because we're already here. So this is the silo that I'm talking about here, that I've been saying about sometimes. So here you have return the drones. That means that they will toss the drone backs to each station. So you have one at Theta, one at Lambda, and one at Moon, and one at Kappa. So you have 4 of them. So they will return to those places, and then you can start farming, and then you fill up that storage and send individual drone back to that base to empty it off. But you need to manually return them all the time. So it's just a way for you to keep mining out here, empty out, and then don't have to worry about that later. To help you to be able to farm even more. But right now we can't do that because we need a bunch of drones to do that. So we don't have the economy right now to do that. So let's see if we have anything here. No. Let's go this way. We'll not find any more of those blue mushroom this way though, but we need money as well, so we can find the stones. And we do find these, but we don't really need now.
Maeve, your air supply is running out.
Yeah, let's run. Let's drink one of those to get some more speed boost. Go. Platform there. I need some air. Let's go around here to Yeah, platform. Let's go back there. Second of all, let's go back to Epsilon and empty off. We are quite full on the inventory. So let's run over that and get that done. Go, empty it out. Just a small platform about 10 bones on.
Running low on air.
So what we can do now is can head towards Move, because we do have 10 of these now, so we can actually go in quite a lot into that area. So let's clear that area out, so we maybe get some more items to use. Quite weird sometimes. Sometimes it's just a single pixel that you find to clear that rock. So I was talking about that mining node. It's down here. So you have Epsilon there, and then you have the mining node down there. And over here is Moo over there.
Maeve, your air supply is running out.
So let's see. Yes, we needed a battery for that. So we have that on us. Nice. Let's take that in and put that on. That's good. So these mushrooms basically are like solar, so you can use solar energies for these mushrooms, which is a funny way of doing it. But yeah, so how these are made is you use that and you use as everybody else, you chuck it as a grenade and dissolves the material. Get some things, nice. Let's go in here. Did we read these? Yeah, we did. So, oh right, we couldn't go past here, so let's have that equipped and toss that there. We don't want to be close when this happens. Dissolving that. Now we can go in. And we have another one, so chuck. So we need quite a lot of them, so we used 3 of them right now.
Here's the bunker. That's some serious plant growth.
It knew the investment was bad, so tried to hug too. But too late.
The plants were hugging people? They killed everyone so you don't want to hug?
Plants don't know they're supposed to be kind. When you don't know, it's okay not to feel bad.
Okay, time for some pruning. Then we can get it open.
So leave this up a little bit so you can pause and read it slowly. So 6 again, and here you need 2 of them. No, they've changed, so we need 1. We also need a bypass. We have that. Thank you. That's the bunker.
Oh man, I really hate this.
Tracking strings say Chief Engineer Chapman isn't here.
She was kind even when she knew I couldn't be kind to all of them.
I hate I'm getting used to this too.
Counting them hurt, so I stopped. Why did they teach it to hurt?
So we have a swamp geo there. Some advanced electronics, nice. So we found Chapman there. So we could go in and see. Let's see, that one was it? No. Yeah, Lisa Chapman. Now we can go into her room in Epsilon and pillage her a little bit. So let's go for that one as well. Up. And we can go out here, which is to have one there. Let's go back and get that to resolve. There we go. Now we can go in and out from the back side as well. There we go. Let's go in here.
I'm detecting a massive power signature behind that door.
Which door? The one with warning, high energy capacitor on it. That door.
Give a human a certificate in advanced industrial engineering and suddenly they're a smart arse.
You love it. Door's locked down though. Looks like a remote override.
I guess we keep an eye out for the control panel.
So yeah, you have a control panel here and it says remote locked by Chapman L. That's Lisa Chapman, so that's me going for her room now then. Let's run to Epsilon. We can also empty our inventory so we can loot some more.
Why did you stay here, Stan?
Let's get that one.
Why not
over
find
here.
a way back up, back home?
Providing a return is the only reason I am. But there was no return. So they tore it all out.
Who is they?
Were you hired to guard people? Or build something for them?
Both and more. But I failed. Even before I failed. So they put me to work because it was kinder than torn paper.
You've obviously gone through a lot, but you're not making any sense.
Investments must return. They all said. I did not. So I was told to tear myself out and to stay, so I will stay and not try to be kind again.
He's gone again. For a second, the carrier wave hit my limiter. It's definitely connected to him somehow.
So, just a hint if you didn't notice that he was talking about their kinder than torn paper. We did find that node that was talking about torn paper from one of the other one that was leading scientists. So, torn paper protocol. So it's a hint to that one. So, question is, what is that? There we go, fill that on, can empty out here. And let's pick up those. That one we don't need. Let's pick up those. Those can be nice to have, a nice speed boost. Let's make those on there and then have those on 8 again. I used to have it before. What else can we take with us that we could use with us right now? Can't pick that one. Oh. That I haven't seen that they are different. Capable of dissolving dense foliage. Yeah, I don't know why that's a different one. I need to look up on that. Let's keep that one in here though, because I don't know when and where we're using it. Yeah, we could actually. Well, right now we don't need to do that. Let's go in here. I would want to start making those drones as well to get that done, so we can empty out in a different area and don't have to go back to Epsilon directly. And just have to toss away them to here to Epsilon. Let's see, I can't remember where she was. She might be in the other corridor. No, hey, that's similar. Have we been here, right? Yeah, been. And that's the unoccupied, right? So let's go through the Loadmaster, which is here, and go into the other one. Oh, we did also find the code to that storage. Have we been there? Don't think we were in there, right? Let's see, it's here, and then next one, and then to here. We haven't been here. So that was 6980. Says on open. So gravity, oxygen domes, some things, a new color which is gray, stuff, micros, bars, something to sell, something more to sell. Anything else around here? No, doesn't look like it. No. That's a nice haul anyway though, some more stuff. And then it should be one of these doors, that should be Lisa. Have we been in here? No, we haven't. So, oh, he has a bunch of moonshine, that's nice. I'll take that. So they were running a moonshiner drill as well, cooking up moonshine, and so they had something to drink when they were down here. more sugar there. And this is also what as I said, you can't sleep in these beds to get the buff if you want them, need them. This can be a nice way to get the buffs. Here we go, Lisa Chapman. There you go, you get white chassis for you. So here we have a small crate that we need the code for. Get the red one there, that's nice. Need to find an operator. So we need to find a code for that. I haven't seen a code, so let's wait for it then. See, can we get in here? That's whole ground here. So here we have been. So we've been in all places but this one. Okay. So let's now start heading upstairs to empty out a little bit. So let's get up to the surface.
Stanley, why don't you come back? Return with us. You don't have to be alone here.
You promised not to make me. They said I had to, but you promised.
It's okay. We won't force you to do anything.
I was only here to provide a return, but I didn't. What would I do? And how? Why would I be?
I know what it's like to not know who you are, or what your purpose is. We can't decide for you, but I know doing it alone doesn't work.
I don't know what happened to make everyone need shelter in those bunkers, but I know that you tried to help them. Come back with us. We'll figure the rest out.
What if I am torn out too far?
Nothing some soup in a relaxing armchair on a sunny regolith garden can't fix.
I don't know what any of that is like, but I could try to know.
Yeah, forgot about building that one. So platform. So let's go in here and then we do harvest all and plant some more. Harvest all and some more. What you can do here, you harvest with F and then you can shift F to drag everything out. Make that part a little bit faster. So let's see, should actually just dump some stuff as well. Get that one out. We have here a bunch of items to drop in that one. Also there. The biome lab should be able to make at least one. So how many mushrooms do we have? We have 2 on us, but we have in the machine with us. So let's make that. We also make that.
Running diagnostics on the antigen now. Green across the board. Should be safe.
I can't believe I spent so much time growing things I can't eat. Hang on, should be.
Well, science isn't an exact science, you know?
Congrats. You've managed to say something that makes even less sense than Stanley.
You'll be fine. To Theta we go. Time to inhale some spores and not choke to death. Oh, and you'll probably want to stock up on this stuff. Theta is large, and this antigen will only last a limited time. Don't want to run out while we're exploring.
Good idea. And I need to bring one of those little bypass molds for the bunker too.
Yeah, I missed that the first run I did, so I came in there and had nothing to open that out, so I need to go in. You can make the entire run with one of these. You get a buff for like, I think it is 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes to stand the standard one, and it is time to just run through everything fast and take your time to read everything afterwards. That helps you to just take down the time how much you need to be in there, so you can go through everything, read everything kind of, and then go out and then in peace of mind just read everything slowly when you are outside instead. So that's one way you can kind of cheese it to not have to use a bunch of them. Let's see, do I have anything else on me? I see I dropped a bunch. Geodes, toss them in there. So one of those. Let's make it so we know where to have that, because it's a unique one. I think we need it for something. I just don't know where and when. So let's place that unique one in here. Where did it go? There it goes. Yeah, I just don't know. It says it's more powerful, so it's bigger than the ones that we have. It might be. So. I haven't found another Jenkins. Have nothing there. So let's go place some other stuff in here now so we can continue. That one, we should have those. I had that geode. There we go. So let's go and sell and also empty the inventory from some of these things. Like that. Also toss those away, we don't need those on us. Let's make that water into 2 of them. Actually use this one. 9, we have 2, so let's not make 3, let's make 2. Rather okay when it does fruit, cactus. Let's keep some of those instead. So, upgrades. No, sell, I mean. Let's do that and sell all but one. And we sell these, let's sell those. Do we have anything else to say? And up deep stone again. It's 4,000 there. And we have the cactus moonshine that we got, so that's another 3k. So let's sell everything on that. Let's see, let's upgrade instead. Let's use that to get more powerful. So we could actually go into prospecting. Can we make that prospecting table? Could make one. Oh, we can make a what? Yes, maybe we can make that. Then we can start prospecting if we get that all done. So, how many do we have? We have one. So let's make all but one. Same with these, let's make some of those. And in here. It's oxide that we're missing, but we can make 2 of these. Let's make those. Let's make some of those as well. So we need these to make. So we need some oxide. There we go. Let's move that storage there as well. So let's go and open these. Go. Fully upgraded on that. Let's make some prospecting. So you load the saddle and then you just fire away. Now we have 10 charges. That's the maximum that we can get. So we need to find that gem. Oh, here we have found something. Got some bones things there. So that sample. I haven't found more than 1 stone per each, so not sure if there are that much else in it. Just need to find that stone and then shoot around it. If someone is better than this and know more about it, please share. I'm happy to get that information about how you can earn more cash from it. If it's something that I'm doing wrong, or if something that I can do better to get higher 100% chance every time. All I do is just shoot like this and just open up as much as possible. Just kind of hard to see where they are in the beginning. There they are. Don't know if you can find something else. So shoot out there, shoot there, down. At least every one of them are going to the highest quality. That is for something that I have picked up on doing on here, but it's just if I can get even better at it, it's happy to get information about it. I think it's how many you get, the higher you get as well. You can get some more of them. I got only one there, I think. Just make these fast. Sometimes it's just hard to really find it because they are very low on the part, so. No. There we go. That's all of them. So that's how you prospect. And now we did get quite nice haul here with some items. I will not make the... well, maybe may need to make those into... depends on how much we have. We have 29, so let's crush those. Also, let's go out here, empty these. Should be a bunch here now. Yeah. Even in the overflow, so let's build the machines again. So now we need a bunch more of these rocks that we are just tossing away. Empty our inventory and also see that we are way over time here now. Go. Let's go sell all the gems that we got from those geodes. That's gonna be it for this episode, I guess. Don't gonna sell those. These are something that we don't need, so that can be sold. Sell all these big ones. I will save these ancient bones, because that's something I'm gonna need later on. So then we don't need to go down and use the fishing things. But I would show how you get them if you don't get lucky and get these from the geodes that we got there. Just checking so we don't have anything else to sell. Oh, that's a nice found from just the geodes. So let's go into upgrade. I would say go for the running speed. And then we go for Aethus. Yeah. Still have some money to go. Let's see if there's something that we actually could buy. Could buy this one.
This call will be recorded.
Maeve, great to see you. Welcome to level 4 of the ARC Partnership Program, valued colleague. I'm delighted to tell you that you've gained access to the Partners Lounge aboard the Aethus 1 space elevator, our luxury cabin.
There's a luxury cabin on Aethus 1.
Of course. You can't expect ARC executives and valued partners like yourself to travel with the rabble, right?
I've taken Aethus 1 twice before.
Oh! Well, on your next trip, you'll travel in style. Just one of the wonderful benefits of the Resource Acquisition Partnership Program. Just one more level to reach Master Extractor, Maeve. I am manifesting this for you. You've got this. Bye for now.
Let's use that and then... Let's buy these so we can make them later if we need them. We're gonna need one of these at least for the other machine. So... yeah. But... let's go there. Do we have anything on us that we don't need right now? No. So let's just empty the bones that we need in here. Because we're gonna need them later on. There we go. And let's go and eat some soup. Get one of those for... oh. Yeah, they don't give you any. Let's eat. before we log off, let's take care of the mushroom here that we have. So harvest by clicking F and then shift F to Pawsmonaut. Those. Harvest. These are really nice because every time you harvest them, you get the seeds back. So you don't need to have all the seeds, but I prefer to have a bunch of them if we need to make, if we want to fill the entire one when we have all these rows with grow buds later. So it's gonna be 3, 6, 7, 14 in here. Then you can just fill 14 beds with those if you have 28 of those seeds later. Just makes it simpler for you to really have things. So I will just fast run in here to this place and make these that we need. Oh, is it? Yeah. Make everything of that. Just because then we can plant these and get these back. So if we need more of these ones, the injectors, we have them. So always good to have extras. Let's put them in there and let's place those there as well. Let's take those and let's take those. Okay, so I'm gonna call it here. So I will see you in the next episode, and then we will go down and conquer Theta, and after that we will also look around in go back to Mu. I think you should be able to go back to Mu now, or you have to go down into the dam to be able to do that. But let's see where we can go into, and if not, we continue to Kappa and go into that module, drain the water. We should have everything when we have opened that vault in Theta to be able to go in there. We can also go into Epsilon to empty all the goodies from all the person areas down there if we find everything. I don't think there should be. Might be that we need to go to the water dam before we have everything, but let's just check on it when we get there later on. So for now, have a nice one, everybody. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you have a question about something that I missed explaining, and just want to chat or something. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.